Hi guys and welcome back to Movies That Matter with the Viking. The Ray Fisher story with Warner Brothers is taking more turns and more people are backing him up. Now I just want to go through what Ray Fisher has been saying the last few days and what Jason Momoa said, and then I'll give my thoughts. Ray Fisher says, to date, the independent film hired by Warner Brothers Picture has conveniently avoided contacting key witnesses who gave damning statements to Warner Brothers HR. They've also started interviews with and have since ghosted witnesses that have implicated former and current top level executives. So shit is going down. And looks like Warner Brothers aren't taking this as seriously as Ray Fisher wants, and that's why he keeps calling them out on Twitter, on social media, to show the world what exactly is going wrong. He doesn't want to leave any page unturned because look, it all falls back on Ray Fisher. Others, including an implicated individual that called me to apologize, I'm guessing Walter Hamada, maybe, I don't know, have already been interviewed. We will not let any investigator cherry pick interviewees that best suit Warner Brothers Pictures' false narrative and scapegoating efforts. All with stories will be heard. And maybe that's not Walter Hamada, maybe it's someone who was involved on set with the bad stuff. But I think we'll find out at some stage. If you still think Jason playing Frosty was ever a real thing, please wake up. Hopefully now people can see the depths that some are willing to go to hide the truth. To think they believe my brother would sell out the cast and crew of Justice League for a corn cob pipe and a button nose. This is what Ray was referring to. This shit has to stop and needs to be looked at. Ray Fisher and everyone else who experienced what happened under the watch of Warner Brothers Pictures needs proper investigation. I just think it's fucked up that people released a fake Frosty announcement without my permission to try to distract from Ray Fisher speaking up about the shitty way we were treated on Justice League reshoots. Serious stuff went down. It needs to be investigated and people need to be held accountable. And that's what Ray Fisher and Jason Momoa had to say over the last few days. For me, that was really big that Jason Momoa posted that on Instagram and called out Warner Brothers for... Oh, wait. Sorry, do I need to address the elephant in the room? Yes, I shaved. Don't make it weird. But no, Jason Momoa posting that was huge for Ray Fisher's case. Absolutely, because before this, it was just Ray Fisher getting this stuff out here, and people maybe on a low scale were talking about it as well. But now with the addition of Jason Momoa, WB's billion-dollar star coming out and calling them out. That's pretty big and it's pretty bad for WB. Now that fake story, that Frosty the Snowman story produced by John Berg and Jeff Johns, didn't, by the sounds of it, go down too well with Jason Momoa. And he proves all the theories right that was put out there to throw heat off of Jeff Johns, John Berg and Josh Whedon when Ray Fisher was continuously calling them out on Twitter. They made up a fake story and put it out there. Now my question is, was that done by, say, Walter Hamada and DC? Or did Jeff Johns and John Berg just decide to do that themselves to try and throw heat off themselves, saying, look, we're working with a Justice League member, we're doing a new movie with them. What is Ray Fisher talking about? Hoping that Jason Momoa would keep his mouth shut. Now if you're going to lie, make sure you're not going to get caught out in your lies. If you're going to lie, at least plan it. At least get the person who you're lying about in on the lie. I never even consulted Jason Momoa. I made up a fake story and put it out there thinking that, oh, Jason won't mind. Jason did mind. Jason was pissed. But I'm so proud of Jason Momoa standing beside Ray Fisher. And who's next to come? Will Gal Gadot say something? I don't think so yet. Will Wonder Woman 84 coming? Will Ben Affleck say something? I have my doubts he will either, because he has stuff in his past and he's dealing with a lot of stuff in the last few years and he's only getting right now. But who knows? Ezra Miller, he can't really say anything now at the minute either, especially with all the shit that happened with him, and he's trying to keep on the down low. But other people have come out. Iris West herself have said, I stand with Ray Fisher. I think, was it someone that, I forget right on top of my head, but another cast member did say, I stand with Ray Fisher as well. So, this is slowly building momentum. And when people said Ray Fisher is not giving facts, he's not giving facts, he doesn't have to give facts. He has given the facts to WB, to Walter Hamada, to Warner Media, and they haven't done anything about it since. And that's why Ray Fisher keeps going on Twitter. That's why he keeps going on Instagram Lives to say that he has contacted them, but they are not doing anything about it. Now, he has spoken with Walter Hamada, and Walter Hamada has said some very weird things as well. He's trying to say, we'll give you Josh Whedon. Oh, I never liked Josh Whedon. He was a piece of shit or something like that. That's what Ray Fisher said. He was never in my plan for the future of the DC universe. That's fair. But what about John Berg? What about Jeff Johns? Now, I don't think John Berg is in that high of a position anymore with Warner Bros. But Jeff Johns still kind of is. But it's not about what position these men are in now. They need to be taken. There needs to be action taken for what they've done. Now, we don't know yet exactly what has been done on set. All we're doing is believing Ray Fisher and now believing Jason Momoa. We don't know exactly what happened. And do I believe that pretty bad stuff happened? I do, because I don't think Ray Fisher or Jason Momoa are the likes to make a big deal out of something so small. I think a lot of big things happened on set, and slowly but surely we will find out. And Ray Fisher told us himself, when everything is said and done, he will let us know everything that happened. Everything. And what we have to do is support Ray Fisher, because I believe Ray Fisher. Now, I've had people coming to me and saying, oh, you're a Jeff Johns hater, you hate Jeff Johns. I never met Jeff Johns. I don't hate Jeff Johns. I've said it and I'll say it again. I have been watching Stargirl, a show, produced by Jeff Johns, a character that was created by Jeff Johns, and I'm really enjoying that show. I don't hate Jeff Johns. But just because Jeff Johns does good things, just because he makes a show I like, just because he's a brilliant comic book artist, a writer, doesn't give him the chance, doesn't give him the right to treat people with disrespect. Now, I'm big about respect. You show me respect, I'll show you respect back. But it sounds to me that Jeff Johns got a little bit too big for his boots and the power went to his head. You know, he's best friends with Kevin Feige, which is fine. He can be best friends with Kevin Feige. But then he's the one who brought in Josh Whedon. He's the one who wanted to work so closely with John Berg. You know what I'm trying to say here? It sounds like he didn't like Zack Snyder's world that he was trying to build, his tone. Maybe that's because Warner Brothers were very reluctant of it as well. Maybe, and he was just trying to play a yes man for the company. But slowly but surely it's all coming out. I respect the stuff that Jeff Johns has done. I've watched some of the stuff that Jeff Johns has done. But I've also watched some of the stuff that he's done as well that's been shit. Justice League. He was in full control when Zack left and it was absolutely shit. Worst thing ever. Terrible. And he was a part of that. And he's the one who created that. But I can watch Jeff Johns' stuff. But I do not respect Jeff Johns as a person because of what is coming out. And what is yet to come out. Because I believe Ray Fisher, I believe Jason Momoa. And more people will come out and I'll believe them as well. Because I do believe they're genuinely good people. But for Jason Momoa to come out and help Ray Fisher in his case, to support him, is huge. Because Jason Momoa is a $1 billion star for WB. He is guaranteed money. He's in Dune. You know, he is their kind of golden boy right now that they're trying to build up and have and everything. He could be their next The Rock. You know, you put him in something and people are already attracted because of him. But I thought that at DC Fandom, it was strange that Jason Momoa didn't show up at DC Fandom for the Aquaman panel. He wasn't on the Schneider Cut panel, but I think, this is just me talking, that Jason Momoa, like he said in that Instagram post, was fairly pissed at that fake news coming out about Frosty the Snowman. And I think Jason Momoa stamped his boots and said, I'm not going to DC Fandom. I'm not happy with what you did, making up a fake story to suit your narrative about what happened on set. And the key word that Jason Momoa used in his Instagram post, we. He didn't say Ray Fisher. He didn't say I. He said we. So whatever happened on the set of Justice League didn't just happen to Ray Fisher. It happened to the entire cast and whoever was on set when Zack Snyder left. Pretty shady stuff. Just shows you what goes on behind the scenes in Hollywood and how deep this rabbit hole goes in terms of conspiracies and theories. Maybe all those theories weren't wrong after all. Because let me know your thoughts on Jason Momoa supporting Ray Fisher. Let me know your thoughts on what Ray Fisher had to say in his live about Walter Hamada, who's getting some hot water right now. And let me know, guys, what does this do for Ray Fisher going forward? Is this good? Is it bad? I think it's pretty good. You can't touch Jason Momoa, not a chance. $1 billion franchise star, you can't touch him. And him not showing up at DC Fandom, for me, just wasn't him being busy. It was definitely something more. But I start with Ray Fisher because I believe Ray Fisher, and I've looked at Ray Fisher and I've watched films and I've seen him in interviews, and he seems like a genuinely good guy and an honest guy. And that's 100%. Until next time, guys. I have shaved. Don't make it weird.